Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. The Knicks swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
Yeah, and they're coming into this game with a little payback in mind, Kevin, because of what happened the last time these two clubs met. You never want to get swept in a season series.
You certainly don't, and you know, Steve, as well as I do, that the losses seem to stick with you much longer than the wins. Well, these guys will be ready to try to turn the tide.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Anthony and Stoudemire make up the forwards. Calderon at the 1, Hardaway Jr. at the 2. And it's Bargnani in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's New York. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Tough game to lose, really. They actually put up a great fight, I thought. But, you know, when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it's something they learn from, though. I mean, you have to convert the positives, even from a loss like that, into momentum for your next game. They got to take what they did well and kind of double down the efforts here tonight.
Here's Hill. Jose Calderon making his last shot. Hill kicks to Young. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the pass to G. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
And here's Los Angeles now. Jose Calderon missing from long range. And he gets it to go. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Kicks it to Hardaway. Anthony against Young. Here's Bargnani. Offensive rebound. Stoudemire. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
And Bargnani sends it back.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night. No good on that one.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Calderon. And the shot is long.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
G passes to Young. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, he's been an 80% free throw shooter on the season. I mean, he's shot the ball with confidence from the stripe.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's G. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
And defensively, he was all over the court, forcing turnovers, putting a ton of pressure on the ball. Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
And here are the Knicks now after the basket by Los Angeles. Hardaway kicks to Calderon, and it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kev, Derek Fisher and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Obviously, he has a lot on his plate when it comes to defending against Kobe Bryant. I asked him what he might do, and he said not much. He's one of the league's all-time best scorers, and no matter what you seem to do, he finds ways to get on the scoreboard. Kobe might be seeing a lot of double teams here tonight, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game. And he's good on the second. The Lakers in the lead. Here's G, averaging 24 points per contest. They get it back. Passes to Hill. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good.
Well, he found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Here's G. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Young with no one around. No good on the triple. Knicks trail by 3. And here's Calderon. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Now, here is Young. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn. Bryant dishes to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Back to Kobe. Misses off the left iron. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Hardaway. Good.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Randall's checked in for Hill. Then for the Knicks, Smith comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Larkin in for Jose Calderon. Here's G. He feeds it to Young. All alone. And that's good for 2. Young's got 7. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against Brooklyn.
And the thing I took away from that game was how dominant they were on the boards.
Well, it's impossible not to see that domination. Based on the numbers, it was really lopsided in the rebounding battle.
Smith the pass to Larkin. No good from Bargnani. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Now, here is Smith. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix. Anthony with the screen on Young. Here's Larkin. Smith with it. He's picked up by Millsap. They grab their own miss. Anthony. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Here's G. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
Some changes for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Millsap. Butler comes in for Young. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Bryant. Quincy Acey's checked in for the Knicks. Amon Shumpert has come in for Hardaway. Now here's Randall, averaging 10 points per contest. Here's G. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Larkin kicks to Shumpert. Butler against Smith. Acey dishes to Smith. New York moving the ball around. Larkin, the pass to Smith. Shumpert against Land. That is good. Shumpert's got his first basket of the night.
Those are what we call confidence building blocks.
G kicks to Davis. Feeds it to G. Davis with a screen on Smith. G dishes to Davis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. That free throw good from G.
At the line for 2.
And G drops them both.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Anthony, the pass to Shumpert. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by G. Here we go, all alone. Jumps up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive defensively. Really attack, try to come up with more steals.
Here's Larkin. after the basket by Los Angeles. And that's going to be a travel.
That's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Yeah, I think they just need to slow it down for a minute, catch their breath before they give the ball away again.
Here's G, and he jams it with authority. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Larkin, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
The kick outside to Butler. Unloads. Again, Los Angeles.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Shumpert with it. It's tipped. It's stolen by G. From deep three-point range. Oh, he knocks it in. A beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, miracle heave to finish off the corner. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing...
Coming up this Wednesday night, February 24th, Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles...
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Lakers. G in at point guard. Caron Butler is out there with Davis. Then it's Randall. And it's Lynn in at the 2. Knicks trail by 12. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, G, in the last matchup against the Nets, got down to business. He picked up 18 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. I mean, his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lynn against Shumpert. Pass to Early. Back to Shumpert. Pass to Early. Just 5 on the clock. Calderon has the open look. And the jumper falls for him. Calderon's got 9.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Randall. Young comes in for Matt Barnes. And G's subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Larkin kicks to Smith. Millsap with the steal. Here's Bryant. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
That ties it up. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
1:51 left to play here in the half. Young, right side. Dishes it to G. He kicks it to Bryant. Again, the miss by Kobe.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Larkin. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And now a 4-point Knicks lead.
It's pretty simple, guys. It's not complicated. The solution to ending this run would be to get back and actually be serious about playing some defense here.
Yeah, mentally, they look defeated. I mean, every single hoop is coming in transition, and I don't know if they're going to compete here tonight or not.
And that one's good. Smith's got 7 points here in this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Here's Larkin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The Lakers, #1.
Yeah, they've been on a defensive tear lately, allowing so few points, and I think it's the energy with which they play.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Butler comes in for Kobe. And a switcher also for New York. Stoudemire's checked in. They play the clock right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly. You get 2 possessions out of this.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
G dishes to Davis. Here's Hill. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Anthony, no good. And Young, here we go. Rebounded by Anthony.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
And the first hit.
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball.
Second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
On the court for the Knicks. Mello outside at the 3 with the Molly down to power forward. Calderon at the 1, Hardaway Jr. at the 2. And it's Bargnani in at the center, filling out the middle. Calderon passes to Hardaway. Picked by Bargnani. Hardaway kicks to Anthony. Good defensive work there by Young. The Lakers trail. He dishes it to G. On the wing, Bryant for the lead. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Anthony dishes to Stoudemire. Back to Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Both free throws good from Anthony. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's G, using his post move to get the 2 points. G's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Stoudemire outside. Now the feed to Bargnani. On the money from 12 feet away. Bargnani's got 11 points.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
Here's G. He's guarded by Calderon. Hill sets the screen for Young. Bryant drives in. Young passes to G. 6 to shoot. To tie. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by G. G's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now Anthony averaging 24 points per contest. Randall's checked in for the Lakers. And a switcher also for New York. Humphord's checked in. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through G. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He wants them to also play at a very up-tempo pace, push the ball up the court as quickly as possible. That was his message. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris. And Bryant kicks to G. And he gets the bucket. G's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
They're taking so many shots down there, and they're knocking them down. Really good looks in the paint.
No doubt the offensive philosophy today, pound that thing inside.
Anthony drawing the double team. Anthony left side. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Let's take a look now at some of the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Second in rebounding. And he's really worked hard at his offensive game. He ranks in the top 10 in that category, points per game.
I think we should touch again quickly on his rebounding average, Steve. I mean, he's number 2 in the league in rebounding, and he does it with work ethic and tenacity.
G dishes to Randall. For the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 2.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies, be physical.
And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. Third is Carmelo Anthony.
Those are some tremendous athletes, as we're used to seeing at that spot on the floor. You know, they can pretty much all give phenomenal individual performances on any given night.
And most nights, that's exactly what they do. Every team wants and needs scoring from the small forward position. All of the players on that list provide it. Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
The pass to Early. The dish now to Calderon. Rejected by Millsap. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Ben's checked in. Calderon kicks to Shumpert. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well done finishing that one off.
Here's G, who's got 20. Kicks it to Randall. Passes to G. And the layup's good off the glass. G's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Anthony against Millsap. Feeds it to Bargnani. The fadeaway. And it comes off the front of the rim. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Barnes. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Early. Back to Anthony. Here's Early. Covered by Barnes. Calderon. No good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
G passes to Randall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And a fast break now for New York. Anthony leading the charge. Early misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. G dishes to Lynn. He feeds it to G. Millsap a screen on Shumpert. G kicks to Millsap. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Millsap's got his second bucket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Anthony, the pass to Bargnani. It's stolen by G. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Shumpert dishes to Bargnani. And that one's good. Bargnani's got 13.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
And Davis is checked in. Butler comes in for Matt Barnes. And then for New York. That's checked in for Early. And it's Larkin in for Jose Calderon. Anthony on the double team. G kicks to Randall. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Bulls. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And of course the Knicks just need to take it a game at a time.
When I look at New York, you know, they've got to take a step back and just try to pinpoint where things went south for them this season. They're in a tough spot.
But it's so hard to figure that out in the midst of the season, Clark. You got games coming night after night. There's just no time to figure it out. You just have to try to right the ship and get things moving.
Outside Butler. This one for three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Last time they met in New York.
You know, they didn't exactly roll over. They had a good chance to win in that game. It just didn't come together for them at the right time.
Hey, the all-around effort was very solid, but they're not interested in moral victories. A loss is a loss.
Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Nice shot by Larkin.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's G. He's got 22. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. G's got 11 in the second half. Got it off in time. No luck. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Here's Larkin. G, he's in at the point. Hill is out there with Davis. Then there's Kobe. And it's Young in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Hardaway kicks to Stoudemire. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back. Left side Kobe. Here's G. And the 3 off target. Hill, no good. New York trailing. Anthony with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Dishes to Larkin. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Young. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Davis with the block, and he gets it back. Anthony with the bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. G kicks to Young. Turnaround J, and there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Young. And that's now 11 points for Kobe Bryant. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, with sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Ed Davis. Change here as well. Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Shane Larkin. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Anthony. Lakers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Bryant gets a wide open look. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Anthony, the pass to Calderon. Stoudemire wide open. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 7th assist in the game. Here's G. Got it. Good job in the low post. G's got 26.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And here's Calderon. 9 feet out. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
G dishes to Young. On the wing, Bryant. Fader on the way. And he can't bank that one in. For New York, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Bargnani has checked in for Smith. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, I mean, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
G kicks to Kobe. Hits the three-point bomb. Bryant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's his second three-pointer of this half. Looks like he's starting to forget about that poor first half he had.
New York moving it around. Here's Bargnani. Can't hit, so the Lakers will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. That's good. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And that is clutch shooting, making the most of his opportunities here in the fourth.
Now here's Calderon. He kicks to Bargnani. Back to Calderon. Puts up a 3. Rebound Hill. Hill's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Shot's good by Kobe.
They've been splashing home those 3s since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Calderon passes to Anthony. Bargnani inside. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Back to Young. He dishes it to Millsap. The feed to G. Clock at 6. Anthony on the double team. Back to Millsap. Stolen by Bargnani. Calderon up top. The dish to Anthony. The pass to Bargnani. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Calderon has the open look.
Now he's got to settle down here and get back to where he was in the first half.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Hardaway dishes to Calderon. Back to Hardaway. Kicks to Calderon. Hardaway against Young. Shoots from 14. Hardaway, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Stoudemire with the double team. Here's Hill. On target from 13 feet. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They should have 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Kobe against Hardaway. That's Passes it to Calderon. Fires from 14. Millsap with the steal. Kobe against Anthony, and Kobe throws it down hard.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Outside Hardaway. Stoudemire left side. Outside Anthony. From deep. Rebound the Lakers.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
In low to Hill. No good. And New York the other way now.
It's going to take something special, maybe a miracle for them to come back right now.
How about a little luck?
Here's G. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Jose Calderon.
What a game we've seen here for G. 8 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He's been hot from downtown to go along with those great assist numbers.
Well, when you can pass the ball and shoot it, now you really have the defense on a string. And it just feels like those are the free throws that probably put this game out of reach.
Hardaway kicks to Calderon. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. 29 seconds left in the game, and that's an intentional foul. This free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And the Knicks with possession here. Got that bucket in no time at all.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
A basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, main priority now has to be take care of the ball and use up some clock.
It's the first, and that makes it a...
What kind of passing is that?
In for Hill. 2 shots. And so Los Angeles takes the win.
Plenty of assists for you in this win tonight. Did you see something in their defense that you were able to exploit?
I don't know if I saw any.
In the back, Kyle, what's your question?
During the team's current winning streak, how concerned have you been with making sure you get yours?
Well, it's never about numbers with me. It's about wins. And as long as we got it rolling like tonight, I'm good. I ain't tripping.
We have time for more questions. You, sir?
You had a tough time taking care of the ball tonight. Why?
There's actually no excuse. I have to be more deliberate with the ball. Whenever you get careless with the ball in this league, teams will make you pay. And that's what happened tonight. I got to be more careful.
You, sir?
What does it mean to you to clinch a playoff berth?
It means that we're in a discussion and we got a chance.
And what would you say to the skeptics who think you don't have a real chance, like me?
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, even if they have no clue what they're talking about.
All right, that's a wrap, people.
Reach out. such faith.